Hi traders, we're looking at the weekly Nikkei here, and we've had 4 weeks of powerful moves right up to this resistance level up here. So yeah, a decent move, and we've got Japanese GDP on in fact just overnight on Sunday UK time into the early morning in European time. If there is some good GDP, this could continue up, which could see recovery in the yen. Before we look at forex pairs, just continue to look at the indices. This is the weekly on the FTSE. Obviously, a lot of resistance up there at 6,700 and 6,650 at the moment. But this is a nice move up, and if we can break 6750, and we could bust up and run up into back end of the year. Okay, let's just look at that in line with the Nasdaq. Yeah, a new high in the weekly Nasdaq in this current trend anyway, and in the Dow, very weak, just hovering around about that 17,600 plus mark. Okay, so still bullish. Now, data. We've got the key aspects of the data is on Wednesday when we've got the Fed minutes. I think we'll see some strength in the early part of the week, potentially hovering around on the Wednesday to see where the Fed wants to take us. And then if the market likes what the Fed says, then we could start breaking these highs. Okay, so expecting the strength in the early part of the week and some hesitations and pauses until we get that Fed data out of the way. Forex. Let's start off with the pound US dollar, because this is the pound got severely knocked with flat inflation. Flat to weak inflation. I'm looking for the pound to continue this weakness. We are getting some oversold signal here on the pound. I think a push into 158 could see that sold and potentially drop down into 155, 150 area. But so on the lookout for that. Pound yen has been lagging a lot of other pairs, and here we are with the pound yen sitting up there with two tweezer tops at 50% fibs. So we may see a push down to 174 in that one, at which point I would be 174, 175. I would look to see if that would hold and buy, with a view to that going up to 200, but gonna sit tight on that one. Euro yen, on the other hand, I'm looking for a continuation of recovery in the euro, and that's a pullback to 144 with a close of 145.60 is a potential good buy on that one. That's probably one of the better forex pairs. It's a sweet move up there. So euro yen is good, and the CAD yen, if I can just find it. CAD's had a good week as well. That's very similar. So pull back into 100 or 101. Could see us drift back higher into 110. So just waiting to see what the pound can do in the early part of the week. Otherwise, just looking very much for pullbacks in euro yen and CAD yen. US dollar yen. would like to see a pullback to at least 115, at least, before that could set its sights on 125. Okay, other pairs, we've got a recovery in the gold, so that's knocking the that's bringing up the Aussie, which is killing the pound Aussie dollar. So I'm seeing further strength in the gold at the moment. So 180 looks as if that could see us drop down lower. I am looking to buy this, get back into this. I think if the pound can drift lower down to that 175 area and get bought, I will be a buyer. That can hold down there, I would be a buyer. 179 at the moment, so a lot of weakness in the second half of the week in that pair with a bounce in the gold, so I would keep a very close eye to see if that is. There's a lot of support underneath this, so I'm going to steer clear of that and then just see if that can drop further and then look to buy. Pound CAD is a very, very similar chart, so that is a short at 178. Okay, so I'm looking to short a couple of the. I'm looking to see if the pound can drop against a couple of the pairs, Aussie dollar and CAD. But looking for pullbacks in Euro Yen and CAD Yen. Alright, so I do hope that helps. Traders Round Table will be looking at how to assess reversal patterns. Okay, we'll be looking at reversal patterns on Monday, Traders Round Table. Look forward to seeing you there, and happy trading.